They're kind of expecting mass protest at the White House. I wonder why. Now this is from the Alex Jones show here. He had a pirate on the other day. But this is another way that they're going to try to depress the vote tomorrow is by intimidating voters.
Stuart Rhodes, thank you so much for coming on with us to cover the waterfront here.
Alex just had a big bowl of chili before he went on the air.
What we're headed for right now.
It's both mass gaslighting, like you were just talking about, but also mass projection. They're accusing us of doing everything that they're actually trying to do. For example, you have terrorists in the streets coercing Trump supporters, trying to stop them from getting into Trump rallies, beating them for even just walking around with a Trump t-shirt on. And of course, you expect them to do that on election day. And so when those of us...
And then, that's another thing. Are we wussies? Or are we a violent mob? What is the left? Or is it whatever fits your fucking agenda at the time? I will tell you, my friends aren't wusses. We'll meet you in the streets, motherfucker.
Us who are tasked with defending your rights announce we're going to stand up and protect people on election day. They immediately spin that as though that we're the ones going to be going out there. Armed militiamen are going to be out on the streets on election day outside of polls to intimidate voters. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to be stealing the election while accusing Trump and his followers of stealing it. They'll be out there coercing and threatening people while accusing us of doing it.
And let's be clear, these are all classic fascist and communist tactics on record with the media saying Antifa doesn't exist. I mean, they're really making a run at this country.
Antifa is not an organization. It's not something you can call the head of and speak to somebody in HR, you dumb motherfucker. And what you're referring to is black bloc protesters. Black blocs are a tactic employed by people who are protesting a fascist government. You don't even know what Antifa is, but goddamn, it makes a good boogeyman, doesn't it? And just like Dan Crenshaw, I would like to piss in this motherfucker's eye hole.
How? Stuart Rhodes.
With defending your rights, announce we're going to stand up and protect people on election day. They immediately spin that as though that we're the ones going to be going out there. Armed militiamen are going to be out on the streets on election day outside of polls to intimidate voters. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to be stealing the election while accusing Trump and his followers of stealing it. They'll be out there coercing and threatening people while accusing us of doing it.
And let's be clear, these are all classic fascist and communist tactics on record with the media saying Antifa doesn't exist.
I'm getting ready to play a bunch of videos of them doing exactly that, right? Oh, I guess that was the end of the video. My bad. In North Carolina over the weekend, Alex Jones never left, man. They just deplatformed him on YouTube and shit. You can go to whatever Prison Planet, whatever it is, his fucking website. You can watch his show. He just doesn't get as much attention since they deplatformed him from YouTube. So this was in Alamance County in North Carolina on Saturday, I believe it was. And this is a police department known for blatant racism.
Say what? Say what?
I want to point out that the Bush administration sent poll watchers to this county because of the known racism in the police department. The Bush administration, George W. Bush, sent poll watchers to this very county because of that police department. George W. Bush's administration.
As we have asked the city of Graham,
these are people marching to the polls to vote.
To assist us in closing these streets, to bring people to the polls. But before we get there, we're going to stop by here. Somebody say we're going to stop by here. And have a conversation. We'll build our stage first. If you all will hang tight, y'all, if you have to, just party. The streets belong to us.
Clear the roadway. Clear the road. If you don't clear the roadway, you will be arrested. Move to your designated area. And this is what you do to us. This is why we march. Let's go. Let's go. Inside the field. Nope.
Arresting a journalist.
You're under arrest. Go to camera.
Bro, you sprayed a kid out. I did.
Pepper sprayed kids.
Yo, hey, sir, you dropped your safety.
You did drop your safety. That's actually.
You
Wow.
owe it to the people that come behind this generation.
That's right.
Every time we demand change, change comes. Don't give up. Do not give up.
Get back up. Medic! 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 What you do? They gonna keep spraying us in the face, man. We can walk in the east and to the west. This is your second warning.
We were willing to power off. You escalated this situation.
If you do not cease your unlawful behavior at the Alamance County Historic Courthouse and disperse peacefully, you will be arrested.
Full street. What do we want? Where do we want it?
Now the gun he's holding is a that shoots those pepper balls. It's their fucking right.
We're moving. Go.
I'm going.
Go.
I'm going.
Go.
Don't touch my camera.
Yeah, you can't do that.
Don't touch my camera. I'm not touching your stuff. Don't touch mine.
No more.
Now, one of the reasons why this video has gotten out is because David Frum, who worked in the Bush administration, one of his kids was there. The cops engaged them. You saw it. This is a free fucking country. Don't ever make excuses for the cops. Those people were marching in the streets, to their courthouse to vote. It is their right to demonstrate. It is their constitutional fucking right. And those cops violated their rights. Cops that are known to be racist. Remember, the George W. Bush administration sent poll watchers to that very county because they've been known to disenfranchise people. Look up Wilmington, North Carolina, or Wilmington, South Carolina, North Carolina. Look at the history of fucking racism. And we're going to go into the racism with the cops here in just a little bit. You're not going to fucking believe what the Kentucky State Police were teaching their troopers. Now here's Steve Bannon.
Taken off the table.
By the way, who has been indicted for fraud. The whole build the wall fucking scheme. Built Trump supporters out of millions. I do believe he's out on bond right now. But here he is on America's Voice. Because, you know, people facing felony fraud charges are the people that you want to bring on to talk about shit.
Pretty sure is the knockout blow of a Biden win on Tuesday night. Not going to happen. So you take that off the table, then you're in uncharted territories. President Trump's going to declare a victory on Tuesday night. Glad the mainstream media is finally catching up with that. You know why?
I've been saying this. We're not going to have returns on Tuesday night. Well, like, we're going to know like half the returns. I think Florida is the only battleground state that's already been counting their absentee and mail-in votes. Trump is going to declare victory at some point in time tomorrow night, probably around 11 o'clock, midnight, Eastern time. But he needs it to look like he's up at the time. That's their plan. The Wildcat.
Because he's going to be in the lead. And then we're going to get into the counting rooms. Right, we're going to get into the counting rooms, and people are now starting to ascertain.
He does kind of look like a toad.
Strategic advantage, not just in the counting rooms. We have a strategic advantage in the state legislatures, and we have a strategic advantage in the House of Representatives. So Democrats embrace the suck. Okay.
That's what they're talking about. They're going to subvert the will of the people. Axios reported Sunday, I believe it was, Trump's plan to declare a premature victory. Describing plans to walk up to the podium on election night and declare that he has won. Of course, and that is the reason why they're erecting a fence around the White House. Because they're planning on mass protests happening. And the whole thing is they're trying to claim that mail-in ballots that are counted after Election Day won't count. That's what they keep talking about, flipping the election. There's no flipping the election. The election is not certified until all the ballots are counted. That's the way an election works. Now, over the weekend, a couple of different things happened. The police, who are 100% backing Trump because they're fascist as fuck. We're going to go over that. You're not going to believe what the Kentucky State Police were teaching their cadets. The police stand by as caravans of Trump supporters block bridges and threaten counter-protesters. This is some of the pictures from the caravan. They don't look like the Taliban at all. Do you guys notice how Poop Boy showed up under one account, left, and then come back as this account, trying to act like it's not him? Fuck. God damn. Right-wingers are fucking morons. God, this is like every fascist fucking set of pictures throughout history. What the fuck is up with this guy? What a goofy looking bastard. So here's some of the footage. You know, the same people who are bitching about blocking roads.
We shut it down, baby. We shut it down. We shut it down. We shut it down.
Oh, did you see the dude's holding up his Trumpy bear? More violence from the fascist-ass police. I don't let people get away with that both sides fucking bullshit. It is not both fucking sides. Don't ever fucking say that. By the way, I can play you video after video of fucking Democrats that are fucking good. Katie Porter. Rashid Tlaib. Ariana Presley, AOC. Meanwhile, Republicans live in a fucking fantasy world. They don't accept reality or facts. Don't both sides me. Both sides aren't doing this shit. Both sides aren't fascist. Meanwhile, in Texas, the Biden campaign was going to hold a rally but had to cancel it.
I'm about to run out of gas, which I'm sure some of you would love.
After a caravan of Trump supporters surrounded his bus.
I'm about to run out of gas, which I'm sure some of you would love. Shit, look at
That's a Biden campaign staffer right there.
I'm about to run out of gas, which I'm sure some of you would love. Shit, look at that.
Now, right-wing media is trying to say, oh, well, clearly he's the one changing lanes. He's trying to hit the truck. No, clearly a bunch of fucking faggots, fascist faggots, were trying to surround the bus. Here's another angle. We got no sound on this one. So see? It's right behind the bus. Right there. It's trying to stay behind the bus. The bus attempts to switch lanes. That motherfucker pulled up beside him. He's trying to get back behind the bus. And this asshole is trying to run him off the road. Yeah, it's not both sides.